Welcome back to another episode of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. And
Good.
man, I want to start off by saying this. What happened, Jay? I thought y'all had
Okay, go
Kyrie in
ahead.
the bag. I thought y'all had, and this is, I want to
Go ahead.
use
Go
this
ahead.
as a moment, as a bookmark, stamp
Mhm.
in time. We're going to add Kyrie to the list of people that Laker fans say that y'all swear up and down that y'all got,
Go ahead.
that y'all going to trade for that did not come. You know what I'm saying? Because over the summer, Kyrie was coming over for a bag of chips. Now he won $198 million. So it's just like all of this. Oh yeah, he coming. We're gonna make the trade. And woo, woo, he want to play with Braun. And woo, woo, blah blah blah. It's like, damn, dog. What happened? What happened, man?
That
Go
didn't come
ahead.
from me. I didn't say that. I said the next.
Go
Go look
ahead.
at
Go
my
ahead.
word. When
Go
when
ahead.
Kyrie became available again, I didn't say nothing like that. I didn't think the Lakers had a chance. For one, nobody wants Westbrook, and we don't have enough. And Rob is not trading the first round picks.
Why are
I
you
didn't say that. No,
lying? Why are you lying?
listen, you got to stop confusing me with everybody else. I didn't say that. Go look at the group chat. I
Oh
didn't say
my
that.
god, you're not loud enough
I
then
didn't say that.
because
I didn't say that. I
on
did not
everything,
say that.
everybody was saying that they're gonna
Not
trade for
Jeremiah.
Lonnie Walker, Patrick Beverly, and like who else was
Not
it?
me. Not
It was
me.
like, man, it's
Not
like the
me.
Mac, like the Nets was gonna come knock on y'all door and say, hey, give us the worst three players that y'all got, and we're gonna give y'all Kyrie. Like, come on, bruh. Come
I did
on.
not say that.
Come
I didn't
on.
think you had a chance to get it. No, no. You gotta look. You for real. You gotta stop doing that. You gotta stop confusing me, what I'm saying, to what everybody else around me is saying. Because that's not me. I don't speak for every Laker fan. I don't. I speak from my heart. I speak what I believe. And I know for a fact there was no way the Nets were taking another guy in Russell Westbrook who can shoot to pair him with Ben Simmons,
Come
especially
on.
when they can't win no game, except for what happened last night and they came back. But it was no way we had nothing to give them. And I'm trying to explain to everybody else, all my Laker fans that are rational, we already paid Westbrook $47 million. Kyrie's gonna want way more than that. We're gonna look like the same team next year. We picked that guy up. We're gonna have absolutely no rosters, not roster space, cap space to put anybody else on that team. So why are
Yeah.
we gonna do that? Why?
So this is what I will say though. This is what I will say, and it's something I said even back in the summer when the trades talks or like him coming to y'all when he picked up his player option first happened. I do think that in the summer is y'all best chance. I think that he's coming to LA. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all gonna be able to afford him. I don't know if y'all just gonna be like we're gonna be top heavy or whatever the case may be. Because as of right now, I don't. Well, Westbrook leaving, then you can add another dude for $40 million. So okay, like he
No,
might fit in that aspect, but then you top heavy again. So like I said, but I don't know personally. I'm gonna say this. Go ahead, get as much money as you can, Kyrie. Get as much money as you can. But that's a lot of money. That's a 194 million. That's a whole lot of money, man. But anyways, so how are you? And I'll tell you how I feel about it. But go ahead. What else? What else you gotta get off your chest?
like I was saying, I didn't like once the trade came up this season. I was like, okay, cool. The idea is back out there again. But realistically, okay, LeBron can pursue and say, I want him all he wants, and we can retweet those tweets and look at him and think, oh, good. But we have to come back to reality and realize that in order for us to go get a player of the Kyrie caliber, we got to have the cap space. We got to have the roster already built because we will be in the same boat we are in now. We got three guys making hella money at the top of our payroll, and everybody else down is not making nothing. When we gotta hope these guys want to resign because they see something in us. We do Kyrie, we get Kyrie, we in the exact same boat. We won't move it an inch. It's like we're anchoring ourselves to the ground. We go pick up another 50, 40, $50 million contract.
Yeah,
Absolutely makes no sense.
yeah, and I felt like
Kyrie
also
would
too.
come if Kyrie would come on this team and take a pay cut, yes. But if Kyrie wants that 5-year closeout contract, bro, Kyrie's what, 31, 32?
Yeah,
He's about to this is probably his last big contract. So
like I
this
mean, get as much money as you can. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. But I do think that it's kind of a little bit of a blessing in disguise for y'all because they were saying that we was in the mix too. But for y'all, I would say it's a blessing in disguise because then I feel like then y'all would be if y'all would have traded for Kyrie this season. I feel like it would have been another AD situation in the aspect of y'all would have traded for somebody, gave away y'all pick, whatever the case may be, some of the other players. Because if I was the Nets, I want Austin Reeves. You got to give me Austin Reeves. Like, don't even miss me with Lonnie Walker. Like, I need Westbrook. I need Lonnie. I need Westbrook. Who else? maybe Rui, and then you got to give me Austin Reeves. But anyways, but like I'm saying, and then that pick. So it's just like you trading for somebody that's already coming. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like that's where this is a blessing in disguise. Because with Anthony Davis, y'all wasn't patient, even though it paid off. Y'all got a ring from it, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all overpaid for somebody that was already on the way. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a little bit of the bonus side to the Kyrie stuff. Because like I said, I still feel like he gonna come. I don't know how hard or how stern he is on this $198 million or whatever the case may be. But if that's the case, then I don't see him coming to LA. But it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting.
And the thing about like Kyrie is it's cool to add him to the roster, but think about it. We add him to our roster. We got to ship somebody out. So essentially, we're losing players that we've already been trying to plug in and try to get to fit our system just to ship them out for one player, to get one player back that we possibly think can get us over that hump. Like, I felt like that's just too much uncertainty for us right now, especially because the Lakers need to string together some win streaks. They need to string together victories against Western Conference teams. And we already short staffed. We already then lost too many of these games. And then you take one more player out and try to put another player in, because I know the Nets wasn't giving up nobody else on their roster, right?
Right.
They're not giving up Watanabe. They wasn't giving up Cam Thomas. Anybody that's going to come on the Lakers and possibly make a insurmountable difference. Patty Mills, a three-point shooter, somebody they need. They were not getting that extra piece from the Nets. Just logically, why would the Nets do that? Who did the Nets give the Mavericks? They only sent Kyrie over to Dallas. They only sent Kyrie. So we was getting a one-up Kyrie, was probably going to send back 3 players, all our draft picks for the next 25 seasons. It logically, no.
Yeah, I feel like
commend Rob for standing on his ground and not selling the whole farm to go get a player who might not re-sign at the end of the season. Yeah. Too much uncertainty there with Kyrie. Don't get me wrong. Like you're saying, go get your money. But logically thinking, it's not a good move for the Lakers. If you're gonna ride it, Lakers might as well just ride it out and see what they got.
Yeah, but
because you're already 13th, you still have to fight and charge to get back into the play-in. You kind of, I don't know. You're in a sword fight with a Q-tip.
But from the Mavericks' point of view, I will take my hat off to, you know what I'm saying, Mark Cuban and whoever upstairs, because I feel like that they pulled off kind of ultimate finesse out of all the teams that was in the bunch or in the running for Kyrie. I feel like Dallas had the best package, but the package that they ended up giving wasn't even what I thought was their best package. The fact that they got to keep Tim Hardaway and Christian Wood, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, damn, you gave up Spencer Dinwiddie and Dorian Finney-Smith that y'all already been trying to get rid of. But I feel like that's going to be crucial, because it's like, I feel like Dorian Finney-Smith is the anchor of that defense. You know what I'm saying? And then especially with Maxi Kleber out and some of the other pieces and stuff like that. So it's just like, I feel like Dorian Finney-Smith helped you out a lot, even though you do got Reggie Bullock over there. But I feel like Dorian Finney-Smith was the heart of that defense. And at the end of the day, defense is still a part of the game to where you need to win championships.
And I did want to get on that part too. Like, for sure, like the Mavs will probably win a lot of games with their offense. But Luka and Kyrie defensively, late game situations, that's going. Somebody's going to attack that. I feel like that's going to be a weakness for them. And they don't have any other perimeter defenders I'm thinking of on the Mavericks right now. Just not like crunch time guys. I'm relying on down the stretch to give me stops to win games. So I mean, the Mavericks won on offense, but defensively, we still know Luka trying to take strides. I don't think he's there yet. He's still not fast enough to guard the fastest perimeter players at his position. And then now that's going to be Kyrie's problem. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm not.
So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. But I would have gave up Tim Hardaway Jr. and I would have gave up. I mean, I don't know if I would have gave up Christian Wood, because I feel like I don't know what's going on with him, like coming off the bench, and then he dropped 20, and then I don't know. Sometimes he starts, sometimes he bench, but I don't know. But to shift it over, man, to some, you know what I'm saying, some brighter news, and then we'll talk about, you know what I'm saying, the Lakers a little bit, because I know you want to talk about that. But they said the stuff to Kyrie, and all I read was KD to Phoenix. That's all I read, baby. That's all I seen was KD to Phoenix. And I'm willing to give up kind of whatever. I'm kind of ready to, you know what I'm saying, Cam, Mikal, I know y'all playing great right now, but if we can pull together and get a Kevin Durant, go ahead. Let's bust that thing wide open. Now we back in the hunt, back in the pursuit. and I'm gonna keep chanting. I'm gonna keep chanting it.
I feel like is this what it sounds like when Laker fans? This is probably what it sounds
100%,
like to you.
100%. That's where I get it from. That's right.
That is an extreme pipe dream, man.
You know what? You know how many extremes we go through this every summer.
But who have like in y'all history? Who have y'all ever really signed as a big free agent?
Nobody outside of Tom Chambers.
Really?
Outside of Tom Chambers and maybe
Steve
Nash.
Guy that said voluntarily, that's voluntarily to go play in Phoenix.
Steve Nash
for 13 years ago. No, even longer than that.
Anyways, man. Anyways, like I said, I see KD to Phoenix. I see the trio of Book, Durant. You know what I'm saying? CP3 get the Olympians together, baby. That's all we can be the Olympians, baby. Give me a gold medal after every game. Just you know what I mean? But anyways, man, so that's what I was looking forward to. But I know you want to talk about a little bit of the standings in the West and just like about y'all losing streak or whatever the case may be. But it's just like, yeah, right now, I know the Suns, we sitting at 5th. So we got it like right now is the time to create that separation. It's going to separate the real from the fake. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like every game now is holding a lot more weight. Every loss, every win is holding a lot more weight than it did a month ago. But how do you feel about it, Jay?
So, I mean, y'all was right next to us in the standings at one point, but y'all turned it back on.
No, right next to y'all. Right. Go ahead.
29 was that 40? My bad, 56. So we got 26 games left to play. Lakers sit at 13th, right? They are 2 games out of 10th. They are a total of 3 games back of the 6th, possibly. For any of this to work, right? You absolutely needed to beat the Pelicans last night. And Laker fans, I know y'all remember last season when the Pelicans beat us like 2 times in a row and just sent us spiraling out of control. It feels like we're heading back in that direction. Like we got OKC on Tuesday, big game.
For who? For who? LeBron?
The Lakers. The Lakers.
I mean, yeah, I do need that. I hope that he don't break it.
If we don't make the playoffs, it don't mean Jack Diddley squat. It don't mean a thing. Because it don't. When Kareem won it, the Lakers went to the finals that year.
I disagree just because
you feel me? Like I like basketball or the NBA, I like sports just as much as the next sports fan. But if you breaking records and we losing, dog,
I feel like when people had a debate in 5 years, they're not gonna forget. They're not gonna remember that y'all was losing. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna remember that LeBron broke the scoring record and he's the greatest of all time. They're not gonna remember. Oh yeah, and on top of that, y'all lost the game that night. And on top of that,
they missed the playoffs. Yeah.
And on top of that, yeah, people ain't gonna remember that. You're not gonna remember that 5 years from now.
Still to this day, like, oh yeah, Kobe scored 60, but he went X for this, he went X for Y, and the Lakers didn't go to the playoffs that season. But yeah, he scored 60.
Right.
So I mean, like I'm saying, the Lakers will have to go on a tear just for the rest of the season, rip off 5-6 games in a row.
Y'all got a tough schedule coming up.
I'm saying, and the majority of them is home games, and the majority of them is against Western Conference opponents who they need to beat.
Yeah.
But the Lakers are in this situation right now where they're expecting somebody to rob Peter to pay Paul to give to them. So we're really relying on other teams to beat other teams in order for us to get in there. And that's just not sustainable, man. And on top of that, you're trying to go shake the team up again to go get a guy who might not even want to play when he gets there. That's way too much uncertainty for me. But like I was saying, it's still a log jam in the West. Like if the Lakers do their best or possibly rip off enough wins in a row, maybe they can get back into the postseason talk or just near the conversation. But as of their playing right now, losing 15-point leads, blowing leads to teams, it's no way. Like the Suns, like we just said, like the Suns was just right next to us in the standings. Y'all was just right there. Whatever it was, they got it together. They started ripping off games in a row. Now they're back in where they thought they belonged.
Right.
But I just don't know.
With Devin Booker coming around the corner. So remember that. We won 8 of the last 10.
With Booker around the corner, the Pelicans got Zion around the corner. It is looking scary for Lakers right now. 26 games left in the season, and that 0-5 start is really, really, really weighing on us right now. Yeah, that 0-5, man. That's really. We knew all season they was gonna be trying to make those games up, and they still can't do it. They still have not been able to hit back to 500. They're 4 below right now.
Yeah, so that's gonna wrap it up for us today, man. But we got y'all back on Tuesday. We're gonna see if LeBron break that record. We're gonna see what Devin Booker come back and come do. So until next time, man.
Peace.
Peace.